Well, the Newcastle fans that we caught up with would be really sad to see Isak go, but they've implored the club to act quickly and find a replacement.
It's obviously devastating to lose Isak if we do lose him, best striker in the world, in my opinion, but no player's bigger than the club. You know, for me, we have to move quickly. This should have been sorted already. We need to get his replacement in, and the money will bring in 4 or 5 quality replacements, hopefully.
If he wants to go, he can, go. He's done everything he could for the club, hasn't he? So I think he'd go with everyone's well wishes. I think if he is going to go, the time's now, so we can act and get some players in ASAP. I think going into a Champions League season without him and no replacements would be, devastating.
Changed quite considerably, as Keith Downey has just outlined. He's told him he wants to explore potential moves this summer. He's explained that to the football club, so therefore it's a different dynamic to what it was last week. You might find that Liverpool's interest, while they've stepped back from it for the moment, they might reignite it in the next few days.
Newcastle United supporter wanted to be signing players this window. They thought it was the window they would finally strengthen. They've really struggled to do that, only bringing in Anthony Elanga so far, and now the fear from them that Alexander Isak could be about to go after he told the club he wants to explore his options over a potential departure.
Well, if Isak does leave, Newcastle are interested in signing the RB Leipzig striker Benjamin Sesko. Now, they've explored the conditions of a deal for the 22-year-old, and it's our understanding that Sesko's camp turned down a proposal from a Saudi Pro League club this week. Mark McAdams here to talk us through this Isak story from the Liverpool point of view. Right, when they got Ekitike, I thought, they're done. Great signing, well done. Are they going to get Isak as well? Are they serious?
They're serious about strengthening the squad over the course of this summer. They made that initial approach, an informal one, to Newcastle to explore any potential sale of Alexander Isak. In this window, they've identified players that they feel they can make a big investment on, that are going to have a massive effect on their starting 11 and their squad. For example, Luis Diaz was a player they signed in January, a number of years ago. They paid £37.5 million for him with some add-ons. They've just sold him for 66 million. So therefore, they've sold a 28-year-old, made a huge profit on him. And of course, that looks good when you look at the accountancy and the PSR calculations. So it's really positive stuff as far as Liverpool are concerned. And you can see that whilst they are spending a lot of money, they're also bringing in a lot of money. And you just have to look at this summer. Luis Diaz, 65, 66. Trent Alexander-Arnold, 10 million. Jarell Quansah, 35 million. Nat Phillips, 2.5 million. So already, whilst they may have spent 300 million, which is the top end, and including all of the add-ons, at the minute, their actual outlay this summer is probably about £150 million. Yeah. Incredible stuff.
Liverpool are preparing to make Alexander Isak their marquee signing of the summer following the official departure of Luis Diaz to Bayern Munich. The Colombian winger completed his £65.5 million move earlier this week, providing Liverpool with both funds and squad flexibility to pursue a high-profile replacement in attack. According to multiple credible sources, Newcastle United striker Alexander Isak is the Reds' top target, and the Merseyside club is now stepping up negotiations with both the players' representatives and Newcastle. Isak is currently training at his former club Real Sociedad while recovering from a minor thigh issue and was left out of Newcastle's pre-season tour, an indication that a move may be on the horizon. The Swedish international is understood to have already agreed personal terms with Liverpool, and the club is readying an official bid in the region of £120 to £130 million, although Newcastle are believed to be holding out for a figure closer to £150 million. Manager Arne Slot, entering his first season at the helm, has made it clear he wants an elite-level striker to lead Liverpool's new era, and Isak's profile fits the bill perfectly. At just 25 years old, the striker is coming off an exceptional season, having scored 23 Premier League goals and playing a crucial role in Newcastle's Champions League qualification and domestic cup success. His blend of pace, composure, and finishing power is seen as the ideal upgrade to Darwin Núñez, who has struggled with consistency. Isak is reportedly eager to make the move to Anfield, especially with the chance to play in the Champions League and compete for major trophies under a progressive, attacking manager. While Newcastle have publicly maintained their not-for-sale stance, manager Eddie Howe recently admitted that Isak's future is no longer entirely under his control, hinting that the club may consider a sale if Liverpool's offer is close enough to their valuation. This transfer could become one of the biggest in Liverpool's history, not only financially but also symbolically, as it would mark a bold statement of intent under Slot. With Diaz gone and other attackers like Mohamed Salah aging, the acquisition of a top-tier forward like Isak would give Liverpool a new attacking identity built around youth, dynamism, and precision. Harvey Elliott could leave Liverpool this summer as the talented midfielder weighs his options in search of more consistent first-team football. Despite his clear potential and impressive technical skill, Elliott has found regular minutes hard to come by, particularly under the new management of Arne Slot, who is beginning to reshape Liverpool's midfield around players like Dominic Szoboszlai, Alexis Mac Allister, and Ryan Gravenberch. Though Elliott was a standout performer during England's run at the U21 European Championship, where he was named player of the tournament, he started just twice in the Premier League last season and played only 587 minutes across all competitions, a sharp decline from his involvement in previous campaigns under Jurgen Klopp. Now 21, Elliott has publicly acknowledged that he may need to make what he calls a selfish decision for the sake of his career development, even though he remains deeply connected to the club, stating, "Liverpool is my team." Liverpool are reportedly open to letting him leave, but only on their terms. They are seeking offers of £40 million if a buyback clause is included, or £50 million outright. Interest in Elliott is growing across Europe, with Brighton considered front-runners, helped in part by James Milner's connection, while Fulham, West Ham, and RB Leipzig are also monitoring the situation closely. Bayer Leverkusen, previously linked with the midfielder, have now cooled their interest. With Euro 2028 on the horizon and England's senior squad increasingly competitive, Elliott is eager to play regularly at the top level to keep his international ambitions alive. If the right offer comes in, both Elliott and Liverpool could see this as a mutually beneficial move that provides the player with the platform to reach his full potential, something increasingly difficult to guarantee at Anfield. Liverpool are intensifying their pursuit of England centre-back Mark Guéhi as part of Arne Slot's plan to strengthen the Reds' backline for the 2025-26 season. The Crystal Palace star has just 12 months left on his contract and has reportedly informed the club he does not intend to renew, making a summer transfer highly likely. Guéhi, who has become a regular in the England national team setup under Gareth Southgate, is now viewed as one of the Premier League's most consistent young defenders. According to multiple sources, the 24-year-old has already agreed personal terms with Liverpool on a deal running until 2030, with the player eager to join a side competing at the highest level both domestically and in Europe. With Liverpool returning to the Champions League and undergoing a squad rebuild under Slot, the timing may be ideal for Guéhi to make the leap. Liverpool are now in advanced negotiations with Crystal Palace over a transfer fee believed to be in the region of £45 to £50 million. A price made more attainable by Guéhi's contract situation and Palace's need to secure a replacement quickly. Sporting CP's Ousmane Diomande has been linked as a potential successor. Guéhi, meanwhile, is seeking guarantees of regular playing time, particularly with the 2026 World Cup on the horizon. He is wary of joining a club where he may be benched, especially with Virgil van Dijk still commanding a starting role and Ibrahima Konate nearing the final year of his own deal. Guéhi would likely compete directly with Konate, and potentially replace him in the long term if Liverpool choose not to renew the Frenchman's contract. Though some voices inside Anfield have raised concerns about Guéhi's aerial dominance and physical presence compared to Liverpool's traditional defensive profile, his composure, tactical awareness, and leadership qualities have earned him growing admiration. As Palace's stand-in captain and one of the most consistent performers in the Premier League last season, he would bring not only stability but also valuable Premier League and international experience. With the Reds already making moves in midfield and attack this window, the addition of Guéhi could complete a key phase of their defensive rebuild and give Arne Slot a strong, youthful core to build around in the seasons ahead.
To be fair, I don't really watch it that much. Obviously, a very good friend of mine in Nathan Ake plays for City. So obviously we see each other, now and then. And
he was rushed straight in. We didn't get a chance to speak or anything like that. But exciting times, man. 58 million for this player. I'm really looking forward to seeing him. And there we go. He's just arrived at St James's Park. He's here.
The Merseyside buzz has reached a fever pitch, and for good reason. In a jaw-dropping development that has sent shockwaves through the Premier League, Liverpool captain Virgil van Dijk has officially welcomed Alexander Isak to Anfield, marking a potential game-changing addition to the Reds' frontline. According to multiple reports, Isak has approved personal terms with Liverpool on a 5-year contract. The Swedish striker, widely regarded as one of the most technically gifted and clinical forwards in Europe, is now just a step away from sealing his move from Newcastle to the red half of Merseyside. Talks between Liverpool and Newcastle are progressing quickly, with only a fee left to be agreed upon. The Anfield dressing room is already buzzing with excitement, and Van Dijk's warm welcome to Isak is being seen as a major seal of approval from the club's leadership. Known for his commanding presence and influence on and off the pitch, Van Dijk's gesture signals just how highly Liverpool rate the incoming forward. Sources close to the club suggest the Dutch defender believes Isak will add a whole new dimension to Liverpool's attack: pace, power, flair, and most importantly, goals. Isak's potential arrival comes at a crucial time for Liverpool as they aim to rebuild under Arne Slot and challenge once again for the Premier League title. With Darwin Núñez struggling for consistency and Diogo Jota battling injuries, Isak could be the missing piece that unlocks Liverpool's full attacking potential. The fans have taken to social media in celebration, already dreaming of a front line featuring Isak alongside Mohamed Salah and Luis Diaz. If this move is completed, it won't just be a statement of intent, it'll be a declaration of war to the rest of the Premier League. An official announcement could be imminent, and all eyes are now on Liverpool to strike the final deal. Isak in red? It's looking more real by the hour, and Van Dijk's welcome only fuels the fire. Subscribe, like, and share to stay updated with every twist and turn of this sensational transfer saga.